Assalamu alaikum and good morning everyone. Thanks for joining Facebook live class on Communicative English. Dear students, do you listen to me please? It's okay. Anyway, I felt really bad when I came to learn from you that in my last class you have not listened to me clearly. The sound was not clear. So I'm really very sorry for intervention, dear students. Actually, it happens due to unstable internet connections. Last few days, it is happening frequently all over the world. I don't know what will happen today. Hope for the best. All right, dear students, every Monday and Wednesday, I appear before you sharp at 9 a.m. with Communicative English with different lesson. I don't know how do you receive my presentation. Okay, dear students, got an idea? Take this event as your homework today and write a paragraph on this topic. How do you enjoy my lectures online? Okay, dear students, let's back to the lesson 9, lecture 10. In today's lesson, we will go for recapping and reviewing the last lecture with some new ideas on how to write a good paragraph and how to edit, how to check grammar using grammar checker online, and finally, how to judge your paragraph. It's really very amazing, but don't forget to use headphones, okay? So let's go uh, back to the lesson and hope that you are watching the first slide. And usually, uh, this is Communicative English for all technology. Subject code is 65722, And the objectives of uh, learning this lesson is, or learning this course is, uh, learners will be able to develop creating writing ability and ultimately they will develop transferring information, ideas, and knowledge. Consequently, it will help them to develop communicative competence in the workplace situation or in real life situations. Okay. All right. This is lesson 9, lecture 10. In today's lesson, we will focus on no vocabulary phrases related to how to write a good paragraph. Practice listening to an audio video. If I get time, I will let you show or let you listen audio clip and video clip. All right. In my last lecture, I have given you an audio clip about how to write a good paragraph, right? All right. And then practice writing a paragraph. We have to practice how to write a good paragraph. And writing task is mandatory for homework. So far, I remember in my last lecture or in my last lesson, you had no homework. You had no uh, topic for group discussion. But in today's lesson, we have to do all this. Speaking is expected to be practiced among friends, teachers in a group online with the topics given for homework. You see. And viewers, don't forget to use headphones. Okay. All right. Uh, before you begin writing, you must figure out what the purpose of uh, the paragraph is. I mean, what type of paragraph you are going to write, and what information or what techniques you are going to apply on writing your paragraph. So, first you see the persuade. Persuade. Oh, all right. I'm trying to give you a clear-cut picture using the images on screen. You see the first image express that this man is trying to pursue something and uh, orally, but you have to do it in written form. Okay. And next, in form. Here you see a picture where many symbols are given, sign images are given, and uh, watching this sign, we can understand what we have to do. And then entertain. mm, okay, this image describes uh, that what you are going to do in terms of if you want to entertain, right? And finally, the last image express that it share feelings. All right, exactly. You are going to write a paragraph, but you are not going to give some picture, right? So these pictures or these images are used to make you understand what these terms mean. Okay. All right, and we have to integrate these terms while we or when we go for writing a good paragraph. All right, here you see types and parts of the paragraph. As I said, or as I told you in my last lecture, uh, but I am recapping in this lecture. How many types of paragraphs we usually practice, we usually do. So here is, you see, two types of paragraph, descriptive, narrative. Usually we use this uh, term while we go for writing paragraph. We use this template. All right. The first, let's see what it tells about the descriptive paragraph. A descriptive paragraph is meant to entertain. Okay, it tells what the subject looks, sounds, feels, tastes, or smells like by using vivid imagery. Vivid imagery means through your writing, you have to give a clear idea. Okay, you will try to give a clear picture, but it must be through your writing. Okay, and then a narrative. A narrative paragraph is meant to entertain. It tells the story. Okay, dear students. Of course, when we go for telling a story or writing a story, it means that we want to convince our reader. So it's a narration. All right. And what are the parts? I mean, when we go for writing a paragraph, what are the parts it belongs? It belongs three parts like topic sentence, supporting details, and closing sentence, right? So let's see what happens to the topic sentence, supporting details, and closing sentence. Okay, actually, these are discussed in my last lecture. What is topic sentence? What is the role of topic sentence? But I'm just recapping right now. Exactly, the topic sentence is the first sentence in a paragraph. What does it do? It introduces the main idea. Okay, and how do I write one? I mean, how do I write a topic sentence? First, you have to summarize the main idea of your paragraph. and it happens, of course, it will happen in your memory, not in your kata or not in your answer script. You have to recollect in your memory how you can memorize it, so, how you can summarize it. Okay, and then indicate to the reader what paragraph will be, right? And here you see the structure of a paragraph: first sentence, topic sentence, then supporting sentence, then concluding sentence, right? So what does the topic sentence do? It generate interest. It state the main idea. Okay, simply it gives universal information about the idea, about the points, or about the topic you are going to write. All right, here is an example. You see, here is an example of a paragraph, of a good paragraph, and let's see what happens to the topic sentence. Okay. All right, the red colored sentence is the topic sentence here. There are three reasons why Canada is one of the best countries in the world. Okay, so this is the topic sentence, and then we will have the supporting sentences, supporting details, or you can say simply body of the paragraph. But it sounds, it does not sound good. Okay, so we should use the very word supporting sentences, and finally we have a concluding sentence. So let's see what happened to the next stage. You see here the red marked sentences are the first supporting sentences. It introduces the main point, gives information for examples. Okay, and then go for the third stage of the supporting sentence. And here you see uh, third, Canada is a country of immigrants with huge diversity irrespective of race, religion, and color. Okay, so this is another supporting sentence that support the topic sentence. You see, there are three reasons why Canada is one of the best countries in the world, right? And go for the fourth stage. This is also a support sentence, and it introduces the main point. Okay, it introducing the main point and gives information or example, right? Okay, mm, right here you see fifth stage, concluding sentence. Okay, this is very important for you to write, for everyone to write a concluding sentence, as because you see, purpose of a concluding sentence, it restate the topic sentence in a new way. Okay, do you remember the topic sentence? Yes, there are three reasons why Canada is one of the best countries in the world. This is our today's topic sentence, and ultimately it uh, the concluding stage restate the topic sentence in a new way. Okay, so if I consider this, finally, Canada's cities are clean and efficiently managed. Canadian cities have many parks and lots of space for people to live. And finally, the concluding line is, as a result, Canada is a desirable place to live. The why Canada is a desirable place to live? Because it has these criteria, it has these options. Okay, so first we said that there are three reasons. What are the reasons? These are the reasons. Okay, and why people are very much crazy to go there, to live there? Because examples are given here. Okay, so let's go for the next slide. All right. You have seen that while we have prepared or we have given an example of a good paragraph, I have used or the writer has used many linkers or connectors. There is a lot of role of using good linkers in a para or in a paragraph. And we have many more linkers here. Examples are given. You see, for second, third, last, finally, most of all, overall, in conclusion, for that reason, therefore, additionally, also. Okay, among these linkers, we used many uh, connectors in our paragraphs. You have seen it. Okay, let's back again. You'll see these are the linkers. First, second, third, finally, and as a result. Exactly, these are the mechanism of. This is one of the mechanism of writing a good paragraph. It sounds good. It looks good. Okay, so go for the linkers again. And you may use these linkers also, these connectors also. All right. Here you see first, second, third, finally, next, meanwhile, after, before, later, then, subsequently, first of all, by the time, eventually, at last, at the end, furthermore, further, moreover, in other, in addition, also, in conclusion, to summarize, afterwards, firstly, secondly, thirdly, and in the end, soon. And you may have another more transition words, okay, out of these words given here. You have uh, more transition words you can use of your own to make your paragraph good. Okay. Okay. All right, dear students. We are nearly at the end of the session. End of writing paragraph. Our written task is finished. Now it's time to edit our paragraph. Okay. So here, what will happen if you want to go for editing? Uh, Editing stage. The editing stage is when you check your paragraph for mistakes and correct them. Okay. When you see you don't follow the capital letters, small letters, you don't follow understanding, you don't follow punctuation marks, you don't follow spelling, right? Lastly, after writing, you when you go for editing your paragraph, then of course you have to look into these uh, points. That is, first check your grammar. First, you have to check your grammar, and then read your paragraph again. Make sure each sentence has a subject. This is very, very important. Okay. And see if your subjects and verbs agree with each other. This is also very important points to see verb agreement. Otherwise, your effort will go in vain of writing a good paragraph. And then check the verb tenses of its sentences. This is also very important because these are the grammar part. Okay. And then check your spelling. It is very easy nowadays. If you write it in your PC, you can install some spelling checker, and ultimately it will help you to do this automatically. And make sure that each sentence makes sense. That is also very, 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 very important. You have written many information, you have given many information in your paragraph, but your paragraph does not mean any sense. So it's not a good paragraph, right? And okay, all right. We discussed about the points, how you can edit uh, grammar and spelling. And at the right of the slide, you see some points are given, some clues are given. If you remember the very word cups, CUPS, then you can remember the terms, what you have to do in the stage of editing. First, you see, C stands for capitals, U U stands for understanding, and P stands for punctuation. You know it very well. Whatso ever so far I know. Uh, okay, and finally is for spelling. Okay, and this is very amazing to use online software or software. And here you see Grammarly. This is best writing assistant software. You can use this. It's free. Okay. So let's see what happens when you go for using this correcting software. Okay. All right. Here you see www.grammarly.com. This is free software for correcting your writing. And we have uh, given, we have drag and drop our paragraph on grammarly.com, and it finds some serious problem, okay, before editing. And that is, you see, first, punctuation. It founds two issues: comma misuse within clauses, and then punctuation in compound or complex sentences. So there are two issues of punctuation, and it detects. All right. And then spelling is okay, no spelling mistake. And then enhancement or word choice, right? Some word may be repeatedly used. If you word the same word repeatedly, sometimes it sounds bad. But sometimes we have no other way, no other alternative to do this. So regarding beside this, yeah, you should of course change the word, okay, change the expression. It is not good to use the same word. And then style. All right. Style, you see, passive voice misuse. Okay. This is also a grammar mistakes. All right. So we got that in terms of the style, we got one issue, that is passive voice misuse. And then sentence structure. Okay. Sentence structure is okay, no problem. No mistakes on verb uh, subject agreement, so it's okay. And then significant plagiarism was detected. Okay, this is also very important. All right, go for the next. Now it's time for fine tuning. Fine tuning means judging the paragraph. You have checked the grammar, you have checked all everything, but it does not explain, or it does not sound good, it does not looking good, it does not make sense. In terms of that, you have to look into these points. That is, number one, what is the main idea of this paragraph? What do you notice about the first line of the paragraph? Do all the sentences in the paragraph support the main idea? What is the first main point, second main point, third main point? What transition words are used? Does the starting word of a sentence repeat more than twice? Check that all your sentences focus on the main idea. What is the concluding sentence? See if your paragraph is interesting. This is very interesting also. If our paragraphs don't sounds good, don't looks good, if the reader don't feel comfort while reading your paragraph, that doesn't mean that you have written a good paragraph. So you have to fulfill all these criteria to write a good paragraph. Okay. So let's see what happens. This is our usual task, you see. Mm, we we learn some new vocabulary, okay, while we go for experience a new lesson, right? And in this lesson, maybe you have learned, you have experienced the very new word that is vivid, imagery, plagiarism, linkers, connectors. Okay, so try to use online dictionary to get the meaning of these words, and of course, it would be considered as your homework, and you are advised to make sentences with these words to make a sense. Okay, and ultimately you have to submit it to your class teacher, and then we have some topic to discuss among your friends. All right, how do you feel learning a lesson online during this pandemic? Okay, what is your experience? What is your impression? What is your idea? What is your mm, thoughts about learning a lesson online during this pandemic? Okay, so you can discuss among your friends in a chatting group. Already, I advised you to open a chatting group or discussion group among your friends where you can practice writing, practice speaking, and it will make you, or it will help you to become confident in both speaking and writing skill. All right, here you see the homework or sessional work. In today's lesson, you have a topic for homework, writing a paragraph, that is necessity of learning English online. Necessity of learning English or online. Okay, so the tools you have to use, that is cause and effect as a writing technique. Mm, and here for writing a cause and effect paragraph, some connectors are given. You see, because, since, for, so, consequently, therefore, thus, hence, owing to, as a result, uh, of, as a result of causes. Okay, so these are the connectors that are very suitable for writing a paragraph using the writing technique of cause and effect. Okay, so you can follow these connectors, and you may have another more suitable connectors for your better writing. Okay. All right, dear students, we are at the end of the session, and if you want to download this lecture, if you want to watch this lesson again, of course, you have to keep connected, and of course, you have to watch on the following um, address, that is www.skills.gov.bd. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Hope that today we have no more interruption of sound. You have listened to me very neatly. And thank you once again for staying with me last 30 minutes. Thank you so much. Bye.